another edition of your Chamber at Work, a show where we highlight businesses and events in our service area of 14 plus communities in both Massachusetts and New Hampshire, with Haverhill as its hub. I'm your host, Beverly Donovan. I'm the president of the Greater Haverhill Chamber of Commerce, and it is my pleasure to introduce our first guest today. We have with us today Bob Nelson, who is the district director for Massachusetts of the SBA, which is the Small Business Administration. So we're very happy to have you here.
Wonderful to be here, Beverly. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bob, tell us a little bit about the Small Business Administration and how long have you been there? What exactly do you do?
Sure. So the SBA, we're an agency of the federal government, and we're in our 65th year, so we've been around for a while.
Yeah.
But the whole purpose of the SBA is to foster, preserve, promote the interests of small business, to try to strengthen the economy, to help create jobs. And we do that through three primary ways, and we call it the 3 C's. And we also mentioned the D, and I'll get to that in a minute. But the 3 C's is access to capital, counseling, and technical assistance. And then the third C is government contracting assistance. And I've been with the SBA for about 20 years, been the state director now for 10. Absolutely love working for the SBA, helping small businesses to start and to grow.
Great. You have a great crew, and we get to interact with them a lot. So
I do. I have a great team.
You do.
Lisa Gonzalez-Welch is my economic development specialist who covers the northeastern portion of the state and does an amazing job.
She does.
Yeah.
What are you seeing out there now? What are the sectors that you mostly work with?
So we help a lot of mom and pop and Main Street businesses. You know, historically, the SBA has helped a lot of food service businesses to get access to capital. Banks are shy about lending to certain industries due to, perceived risk. But it has certainly changed over the last 3 years. And right now, the predominant industry that are getting the benefit of SBA loans are the folks in the construction trades and general contractors. And there's a tremendous amount of construction that's taking place up here, even in Haverhill, but, Northeast Mass, but Boston, Worcester, out in Springfield. And years back, the banks were very gun-shy about lending to those folks, but now at least they're lending to them with the help of the SBA guarantee. And, construction provides a tremendous amount of jobs, so it's really good to see that that is the predominant industry. And so for the people who are watching the show, it's really important to know that SBA, we don't lend the money directly. What we do is we provide a guarantee in order to help the bank to get comfortable so that they'll say yes and to make the deal happen.
Sure, the 504 plans.
But the 504 is one of them, and then our 7A is the guarantee program, so we provide the guarantee. It can be, 50% with our express program. It goes up to 90% on our international trade programs, but typically it's a 75% or an 85% guarantee depending on the size of the loan. But we help a lot of small businesses to access capital who otherwise wouldn't be able to get that money if it weren't for the support of the government and the SBA guarantee.
Yep, you have excellent programs, and I know Lisa has come to the Chamber, and we've done some free seminars for folks that were looking into some of your programming, so we do appreciate that.
Chamber relationships are really critical, and you are on the street, you have the relationships, but providing that technical assistance in those workshops is critical because capital is the fuel that businesses need, but if they don't have the knowledge and skills, very likely they're looking at failure. And
Absolutely.
So if we can help them to build up their business knowledge so that they can successfully run small businesses, it's a win-win for everyone. But the way that we're able to partner with chambers, it really is very important. So I appreciate your help and support.
Well, thank you. And same thing. Yeah. We're happy to have you there. What's your main goals in the Haverhill community? Do you have any specific focus there?
Well, I cover the SBA for the entire state of Massachusetts, and so it's really important that I make sure that businesses in all of the various parts of the community and the state know about our programs and services. That's one of the challenges. That's what I find, is that no matter how much we market and try to let the business community know about all the various programs and services, there's still a lot of people who just don't know about the state and the federal programs.
Sure.
And so getting out in the community, having a economic development specialist assigned, but getting up here to chat with you for a little bit on today's show. I certainly want folks to connect with us through my office, through our newsletter and our e-blast, and so go on to the SBA website, sba.gov/MA, and please connect with us.
Excellent. Is there a phone number they can call?
If they go onto the Massachusetts website, they'll find a staff directory. So together with myself, I have 10 people, which
Okay.
is really pretty amazing when you think of
Sure.
how much we're doing in Massachusetts. And last year we did about 2,800 loans for close to $800 million in capital support. We counseled and trained with our partners, over 25,000 small businesses.
Wow.
And, we help a good number of small businesses to access government contracts through our certification programs. And we're doing this with a pretty lean staff.
Yeah,
But personally, feel free to call me directly. I love
Okay.
talking to small businesses. My phone number is 617-565-5561. But we're here, we want to be your small business resource.
Excellent. Well, Bob, I know you keep us well stocked with some brochures and magazines in our office. So if folks at home are looking for those materials or just want to come in and kind of feel it out and talk to us, we could point you in the right direction for sure.
Right.
We're happy to do that, and we want to thank you again for coming out, and thank you for being such a good resource for small business in Haverhill. It's very important work that you're doing here, and Haverhill's lucky to have the resources from SBA that you provide.
Great, thank you, Beverly.
Thank you. Thank you. And when we come back, we'll be talking with some folks from Community Action. Our next guest today is from Community Action, and Community Action is the largest anti-poverty agency in the Lower Merrimack Valley and Newburyport Seacoast area, currently assisting over 14,000 individuals annually, spanning over 5,000 families, and they serve 11 cities and towns, and those are Amesbury, Boxford, Groveland, Georgetown, Haverhill, Merrimack, Newbury, Newburyport, Rowley, Salisbury, and West Newbury, so a really big catchment area you guys have. They have their offices locally in Amesbury, Newburyport, and Haverhill. And today, they also do work with low-income families to secure basic resources such as shelter, food, and clothing, WIC services, heating assistance, weatherization, homeless aid, emergency rent, utility assistance, child care, child education, the Head Start program and Early Head Start program, and consumer protection and mediation and referrals to state programs. So that's a lot of stuff. You guys do a lot of stuff. And today we have with us Jessica Palmer, who is the intake representative for the Fuel Assistance Program. So we're going to focus on the Fuel Assistance Program today. Jessica, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. I'm all excited to hear about this because the winter is coming, and I know a lot of folks out there are going to need some help getting through the winter with their fuel assistance. So tell me a little bit about the LEAP program, and what does the program cover?
So the LIHEAP program helps with heating costs through the winter months of November 1st till April 30th, or until their benefit runs out. So whichever comes first. They could also qualify for discounts on utility bills, and then homeowners can get heating system repairs,
Oh, that's great.
weatherization program, or home energy audits.
Excellent, excellent. Is it income-based, or can anyone apply?
It is income-based. So for like a family of one, this season is $34,380, and then you add roughly like $10,578 per household member to the income guidelines.
Okay, and that's for the season, or do
That
they
is.
reapply each year?
Every year they would reapply. So applications typically go out in like the end of August for people to start applying for the November 1st
Okay.
heating season.
And how long does it take them? How do they apply, and how long does it take to get
If they've never-
notification?
If they've never applied before, they do need to, they can go online and apply,
Okay.
or well, to schedule an appointment, or they can call our office and schedule an appointment. So first-time applicants, they do need to come in and meet with us. But if you've applied previously, then it's typically all through the mail.
Okay, so that's pretty easy, I think, for most folks. And you said it was an online application too?
They can't apply online, they can only schedule an appointment online to
Okay.
come in and meet with us.
Okay, okay. Is there a deadline for the applications for the season?
Right now, it's set for April 30th
Okay.
of 2018.
Okay,
Sometimes there is an extension, but right now it's April 30th.
okay, great. And is there any kind of emergency application, or could they call?
You can, if you have like a disconnect notice, you can get get it processed as an emergency, or if your heating system is broken. But right now, there's like no emergency funding or anything
Okay.
like that.
Okay, so is there a phone number people can call if they have more questions
Yep.
through the application process?
Yep, they can call 978-373-1971, and it's extension 218.
218. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
great. Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking about such an important program. I know there are several people that have asked about it, and glad to have you here to talk about it, Jessica, and thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, when we come back, we'll have Melissa Seavey, our events coordinator, and we will talk about some of our upcoming chamber events. And we're back with Melissa Seavey, our events coordinator over at the chamber. Melissa, there's so much going on. Tell us what's been happening.
Well, we do. We've got a lot going on. We are just wrapping up our golf tournament, our 26th annual
Yep.
golf tournament that we held yesterday at the Haverhill Golf and Country Club. It was a fun day. It was a beautiful day. We had air cannons and beer Berthas, lots of great auction items, and one of the best things that we did yesterday was raise money for the Haverhill Police and Fire. We did a first responders raffle, and everybody was very generous, and we're very excited to be able to make a donation to the Haverhill Police and Fire that's going to be used for a community policing program that they're going to be doing this holiday season, and actually HC Media is going to be documenting it for them, so I'm really looking forward to seeing
Great.
that.
It's a great program.
It is a good
Yeah.
program.
Yeah. It was fun watching everybody playing yesterday, and then afterwards a lot of laughs. It was a great time and very successful. So
Yeah,
Really
we got
happy
a lot
about
of great
that.
feedback. I think that, you know, a golf tournament isn't as weather dependent as some outside events, but it definitely was a beautiful day.
perfect day.
So.
Perfect day. What else is coming up?
Well, our next big event actually is taking a ride on the Dome the Dome train, and actually. I know that you know a little bit more about the history of it. There's only like 4 in the country.
There's only a couple in the country. It's the Amtrak Downeaster has a turn to get the Dome car, and it's a 2-level car that is mostly glass on the top, so you get to ride in sort of an antique car, and we're going to experience a sunset ride for going up to Wells, Maine, Dover, New Hampshire, and back. Doing a little networking with the Greater Dover Chamber of Commerce while we're up there, which will be really fun. And it'll be coming back right around sunset, and that will be next Tuesday. So if anyone's interested in that, they can let us know. And you have to have a ticket ahead of time. You can't just show up for that event. But
Yeah, I think that's the only downside is that it's limited to 50 people, and we've had so much interest. There's not much space left.
No, there's not, just a few.
So.
And then after that, we've got...
Yeah, after that, just 2 days later, we're going to be having a block party on Wingate Street, which this is the second time that we've done it. The first time was very fun and very successful. This year, everybody's going to be starting out at Teased Salon and Spa, right in Railroad Square. And from there, we're going to be moving through about a dozen businesses on Wingate and in the Railroad Square area. and it's fun. People are going to be having a scavenger hunt. They're going to move from one business to the next, and every time they find the scavenger item, they're going to get a ticket and be entered into a raffle at the end of the evening. And everybody at the end of the evening is going to end up at the Peddler's Daughter. And there's going to be food, cash bar, and lots of raffles. Last year, the place was packed. It's a great night for the businesses to get to know each other, as well as the community getting to know the businesses.
Sure. Lots of little businesses tucked away that if you're just driving down the street, you wouldn't even necessarily know that they're there. So this is a good way to get people in and out of the buildings and seeing really how many businesses are down there. There's a lot.
There really is, and I'm very excited for Wingate Street. They have a lot of new businesses, and some of those that are going to be participating is American First Clothing Company, which is a great spot. They will make decals and T-shirts to order. Bella Stella, which is beading, and they sell jewelry as well as have classes. Design Her Eyelashes, which is a very custom eyelash and brow. And Fairy Dust Decals is new to the area and is going to be joining us that night. And then we're going to have some of the old favorites like Positive Images, longtime Wingate Street business. The Inside View, although she's moved around to a couple spots, she's another,
still in the very same area.
Exactly. So, an Essex Street Salon, which has been on Essex Street for a couple of years, but might be new to some folks. So we're really excited to be able to introduce the community to all the businesses.
Excellent. It is a great event. I'm so excited that it's back, and so looking forward to seeing some people down there. I know we've had a lot of interest on social media and Facebook and so on, so I think it'll be a great night yet again. One of our biggest events of the year is coming up, and it's always a sellout, and that is our Restaurant Mystery event. And I know there's some changes this year. We've got some new things going on. So tell me a little about that.
This is our 5th annual, and it's always been a very well-attended event. And we have a lot of repeat folks. I'm very excited because this year we have a number of new restaurants, because we're always looking for new restaurants, just so
mix it up a bit.
Mix it up a bit. So, but it's a really fun night. Everybody starts out at the Haverhill Golf and Country Club, and we're going to have a DJ, and there'll be appetizers and a cash bar, and then we put all of the groups into a limousine with a bottle or two of champagne, and they are off to their mystery restaurant. And it's usually a fun time. We have folks send pictures back, from the evening, and we've had people on the tables, and lots of cheers and smiles. But it is a good time, and everybody comes back to the Haverhill Country Club after for dessert. We have dancing, more cash bar. We do some raffles as well, and it's a fun night. It's $75 to participate, but that includes everything, tip. The only thing is a cash bar throughout the evening, but other than that, everything is taken care of for you. And like I said, we've got a lot of new restaurants, and we're expanding in the area as well too. We are including some Amesbury restaurants and Salisbury. Vasa is a new restaurant who's owned by the same owner as Crave, which is in Amesbury. Will be participating, as well as Cobblestones in Lowell, CR's in Hampton Beach. Our new 110 Grill right here in Haverhill will be participating. Also, we have the Bradford Tavern, which is in Rowley. And then we have some of our Haverhill favorites, Keon's, Olivia's, the Essex Street Grill. So we are very excited. One place I haven't been able to try yet, but I've been dying to go to, is Chama Grill, which is right in North Andover, and it's a Brazilian barbecue place. So there's lots of fun and new things to try.
Right. So it's, I think, important for people to know you can be a group of 10 or a party of 1. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
We can pair you up with another group. If it's interesting to you, then come on down and check it out, because it is definitely a fun time, and I'm looking forward to it. So So that's great. I know we'll have you back next month, and we'll talk about some more upcoming events, things that'll be happening in November and December. Lots of changes coming to Christmas Stroll because of logistics downtown and people moving and Haverhill growing and becoming a very vital downtown. So it's some great stuff coming up. So thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
If anybody wants any information, they can email you directly. And
Melissa@haverhillchamber.com. Call the office, 978-373-5663. Also, we do have our Christmas strolls right around the corner, and we've got a great committee, and anybody who's interested in getting involved in downtown events and meeting other great local businesses, please call us, because we're going to plan a really exciting event. And
that's right. For more information, you can also check our website, which is www.haverhillchamber.com. And I thank you for tuning in to another edition of your Chamber at Work.